Well, everybody took a break from putting out fires so they could get some sleep, and that actually turned out to be a good thing. I basically had to try and get Noxon not to do anything else because he started flipping out. In fact, we can click this and, well, okay, now it says Sapphire is having a nearly a mental break. But Noxon last night, he had the exclamation point going. He was in really bad shape. So I had to try and pull him off there and just basically tell him to do nothing, and he ended up going to sleep. That was good because he's doing a lot better now. So we do have Sapphire, who is not in the best of shape, but I'd say not doing too bad. He could use some food, but I kind of thought he would get himself up at this point to eat, but he's pretty well passed out. So anyway, we'll have to just kind of keep an eye on him. Hopefully he doesn't flip out, because it can happen that they will go on a bit of a rampage. Let's see, I don't know. He is urgently hungry. Let's get Gil down here. Let's see. I was trying to get Gil to do some doctoring, but let's go ahead and kill that. He's going to go ahead and do some plant cutting. Try to get him down and picking up some of this stuff. Get down there. I guess he still have more to grow. Maybe what I should be doing is like, let's see. I'm not seeing any immediate food to grab. Anything nearby. I can't remember if this stuff counts. It is ready to harvest. Alright, Gil. Can you do this? Oh, it's growing it though. No. Okay, he wants to get back to that fire. That's fine. We'll let him do that. Let's check out him one more time. Okay, Sapphire is incapacitated. Right, we knew that. He's desperate for food. We can't really get him. He's incapacitated. I think what I really need to do is get somebody to kind of fix him up. But the problem is I just can't seem to get anybody to focus on that. I've got Gil here set to do some doctoring, but he doesn't want to. Well, now he will. Wait, where's he going? Oh, is he going to bring him food? I don't know. Or maybe Gil is just hungry himself and it's like, Sapphire, you're going to have to wait, man. I'm starving. So Noxon also is kind of losing it again here. He is just not in a good way at all. Let's see. I'd like him to just kind of chill out. Last time I actually went in here and told him, you know, hey, don't do anything. Just, oh, it was cleaning. I was like, go clean. Because he actually did a lot better when he was indoors. So we're going to get him to just go be away from the fire. You can see he got better when he would get indoors, but yeah, I guess I could use a light in there. Oh, you know what? That's going to be the case in here, isn't it? He's going to walk in here. Yeah, huh. I need to get some lights in there. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and do that. I don't know when somebody will get around to it, but let's see. We could obviously make it a priority. I mean, he could even go ahead and do it. But, yeah, Angel's going to get on that. Looks like everybody's going to be coming in pretty soon. That fire is really kind of spread outside of the area. If we go here, yeah, you can see they're like, hey, we did our job. We did exactly what you told us to do. And it just keeps kind of spreading outside of there. So, I don't know. I mean, how much do I want to focus on this? And how much am I that concerned? You know, am I that concerned, I guess? We'll do that. We'll go ahead and let them keep going on this. I feel like I'm getting really far behind trying to put out this fire, trying to get this thing, literally put out this fire. But, you know, what did they fill one of the graves? Interesting. I thought I had two out here, and there's a body missing, so maybe they did take care of one of those. I thought maybe it burned. You do still need to pick these guys up, the grenades. That'd be funny if they exploded from the fire. That would actually be kind of funny. Noxon's sleeping, which is awesome. We don't have anybody on repairs, and we probably should. It looks like we've got a number of issues popping up. So let's go ahead and pause this guy. And let's see. We don't need both of these. Well, I guess he's out. Let's get to some repairs. How about that? See, I'm thinking, won't this fire just kind of spread away from me, right? It's not going to circle back. It wouldn't possibly do that. And I suppose if it did, it should come into my area, my home area, in which case my guys would go after it again. But I don't know, it's definitely disruptive seeing this. It catches your eye and is very distracting. It's very distracting, so we're going to try and get that work done. Now, if we come down here, I really do want to get this area laid out. What I was thinking was that I might actually just kind of pop a line over here to put the geothermal plant here. It is called a geothermal plant, right? I always forget that. The geothermal generator. So I may do one long run over here to set that up. And when you put in the right kind of flooring, like the metal flooring and stuff, they actually move along pretty quickly along those. So in my other kind of test world, I had paths down even out here that they were regularly traveling along, so they would be a lot faster. We can even just kind of just moving our mouse around here in the bottom left, you can see that it says sand walk speed 67%. When you throw down the right kind of flooring, it can be 100%. It's a noticeable difference. They get jamming along there. So I'll probably do one long run over to this thing and then bring that power back over here, kind of a line over here to start powering stuff. You can see we've got the turret with no power, and while I could drag power down from here, I think some of this stuff may end up getting dismantled, especially if we can get some of those resources back. So anyway, that's something we're just going to have to look into at some point. Cool thing is we can see that they put the fire out on this side, so maybe they'll make quick work of this and we can get back to the jobs at hand. Well, it's a good morning. Sapphire has awoken actually just a little bit ago and is no longer incapacitated. He's been out. You've been out, man, sleeping like a log. So anyway, you are no longer incapacitated. So we're going to have some things for you to get to. But, in fact, maybe this is a good thing for you to do. We've got a ship going by. It's a farming vessel. So this is an easy task for you, right? Let's have you go open up communications. The fire did get put out. We do have a body to be buried. I don't know if that's what Angel's going to do. Nope. He's hauling, so he went and picked up the grenades. So let's see, we got Sapphire on duty here. Let's see, okay, no weapons, no people, right? It did say farming, but I do like to double check. So let's see, let's go ahead and grab one of these kits, because it could have been what was preventing me from doing the doctoring stuff. I mean, if you mouse over, it says these are used, but I don't know that that means they're required. It might be that this makes things faster and they're not required, but I couldn't seem to kind of allocate somebody to go do that even when I had them set in the overview, so we're going to go ahead and pick up, we'll pick up one of those for now. And let's see, what else? Food is not too bad, but we did lose all of our food in the crops, and there's stuff growing right now, but it's not quite ready. So we could buy some, but once again, I like to kind of hang on to this money in case we can pick up another body to help us out. Now, all that said, we do have even more metal now than we had before, so let's go ahead and ditch another 50 or so. Let's see where that puts us, like that, somewhere in there. So 480, that would put us close to 3,000, put us at 2728. Let's see if we can get closer to like 700, somewhere in here. I think we can give up 77. Let's go ahead and do that. So that puts us just over the 3,000 mark. I think I've seen some people who were in the 3,000, like low 3,000. So anyway, we'll go ahead and do that and call it that for now. We do have uranium here. Not sure that that gets used for anything. So we won't be picking any of that up, in other words. What does it mean, Weem? It means that we won't be picking that up. So here's our medical supply. Somebody will pick this up. We can even mark this too. We can order I think you can for the hauling of this. No, okay, never mind. That's just something like the guns and stuff that'll get picked up. In fact, Angel went and picked up the grenade, so he's probably coming to get that. Yeah. Okay, now we've got repairs going on. That's good, especially because Logan's doing it. It means that some of these people are probably running out of things to do. In fact, we do have an idle colonist notification here, so we're going to go ahead and pause time and check this out. So you can see I was trying to get the doctoring going, and that was not flying. So we're going to go ahead and kill those because we're okay for now. So we've got Sapphire, who's going to be on research. I think that's good. We don't need him hauling anything. Let's make that your priority. We don't really, no warden needed yet, and the repairing is not too bad, but you can, and we'll do that here slightly. Your focus should be, let's stick with, whoops, wrong one. Let's go with hauling. Yes, hauling. And do the same here. We do need to get our plant stuff going. Let's go ahead and these are all Noxen actually. Let's get Noxen on that. Noxen can get to growing. And we'll set Gil up for cutting as kind of a high priority, which that's probably not going to happen just yet. We're not quite there. So otherwise, Gil can, let's see, probably, we're going to need some mining. We got Angel on mining. And we're mining pretty quickly at this point. So maybe we don't need to stick anybody else on that on like a high priority. So I'm just going to spread some of this around a little bit. Noxen doesn't have a whole lot going on. You can grow... And then you can plant, cut. I suppose you could do both, and I'm assuming you go back and forth between those. And still no construction happening just yet. So I think that's pretty good. We'll let that play out. We already talked to the ship, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and set up our mining. So we're going to get to planning this thing out. Whoops. Okay. I do want to run a line all the way over here, so we're going to have to kind of figure out how that goes. Now, additionally, if I need people to run outside, maybe to capture people, I don't want it to be a long run. So what we're going to do is pretty much right here, I think we'll break left and right. So let's go ahead and do something like this. And then we'll plan out rooms here. So let's do it like this. Something like this. And there. Let's see, those are 3 by 3. I can cancel this one and do something like that here. So that would account for 6. We could do the same thing here. We know that it's 3 tall, 7 wide, 5, 6, 7. Something like this. 3, 1, 3, and down. Cool, so that right there accounts for 12 rooms. So I think that's pretty good. This means it's not a long trip to get outside. We may even end up doing some kind of, you know, straight shot out from here. I don't know. We'll get that figured out. I mean, we could put a door over here and hope that the turret basically takes them out. And if it becomes a problem, we can obviously throw in more turrets and things of that nature. We could even block this off and make the path in kind of loop, you know, around a bit, make it a little bit longer to get in here. But I think that'll work for now. Angel is just making quick work of this. We're going to need to wire some power down here. So let's try and, let me think about this here. Let's do something like this. And we're going to jet this thing all the way over to here. And that'll be good enough for now. We'll let Angel go a little nuts on the mining and get all that kind of cleared out. So the research, I'm just realizing we're just about to finish that up. Sapphire's got that going. Again, Angel's mining. We got Noxen and Logan on plants. In fact, Gil is too. It's very good. And we just finished hydroponics. So now we can actually come in here into the furniture. Wait, is it furniture or is it buildings? Where is it? Where are you? I have to remember that now. Is it areas? Oh man, I'm totally zoning. I thought that was something that we had. I'm probably, yeah, it's right here. Hydroponics table. I was going to say, I'm probably going right over it. So we can set these tables up and they'll act similar to these, the garden type stuff out here. We can get a bunch of these going indoors, and it says that they actually grow fast, right? For growing food, hydroponics table grow a few plants quickly. So my assumption when I first had read that was, what does quickly mean? I have to assume it's quicker than being outside, so this is like a good way to go. Granted, it's 25 metal. It's relatively expensive, so that is definitely something to consider. But we can get a number of these going and then kind of see how the food goes. And obviously we'll have to set up some areas for the stockpiling and everything. But yeah, this is a good start. You can see Angel's kind of got this going. We could start designating some like floor types in here, and I've just realized that I actually want walls here. I did not make this big enough. No, I did not. Because if let's see, if I do a wall, say here, it doesn't leave a lot of room for like a bedroom, and I don't know if that's really a big deal. I think the floor and some of the other stuff matters more, but I don't know that for sure. Very interesting. I didn't really think that out. I kind of threw it out there apparently. Now I could connect these rooms here and let this be a 7x3 room, 3 of them, and this one I could actually extend this way a bit. I think we could probably rework this while they're sleeping. Let's see. Let's get the pick out here. So I don't know for sure. I know that one of the complaints they can have is like cramped space, so I don't want to like cramp their style. I don't want to do that. So let's start here. Take these out. Cuz I need the wall there. So this gets us back to a 3x3 with these. This can be let's see here. How do we want to do this? How to do this? How indeed. That would be a very small room here. Basically, this is what I'm looking at doing. Let's just keep doing this and take a peek. Yeah, so we end up with some small rooms here. I mean, I could just cancel this, I suppose. Could even just do that. And if I pop this open, I can fill this in with a wall. So maybe this is kind of where we'll start here. I'm not sure about how thin this is. I don't know that raiders can like dig or do anything crazy like that. I'm a little worried about leaving such little space there, but I think that's going to be okay. Okay, so we have cargo from our ship has come down. Let's just take a quick peek at where that is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yes, we will take like all of it. We're going to select this and well, not that part. There we go. Hit F on these. So these guys will start gathering that now. Very cool. Lots of food. And man, what a great place to land. It's like right by the stockpile area. It's perfect. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and let Angel finish all that up once again. And probably should have thought about that a little bit more before I just threw down some walls. But I think it'll work out. We're doing pretty good. We've got a good number of metal, an interesting number of metal, I suppose you could say. But we've got more down here. We have plenty more around here to mine, but it does look like the gathering of the metal is pretty much all set. So that's cool. Nothing else immediate, nothing else nearby. So that's fine. Excellent. Excellent work. Okay, we've got things kind of progressing along pretty well. We've got a good amount of food and metal, so been gathering things up and been digging this stuff out. You can see I've kind of rearranged things here a bit, throwing a wall in here to kind of close this room off. And then I thought I would just open this area up a bit more, and I may even end up opening areas through here, with the idea being that there's a lot of diagonal movement possible for, you know, working over into this area. Since I'm already going to be bringing a path over for the geothermal generator, I figure this kind of area is where I'll work from, since I've got to make that path anyway. So yeah, if I open up some of this area and kind of maybe even make buildings in this area, it makes their run between anything here a little easier. They have more freedom of movement versus, you know, zigzagging around the place. So I think we're just going to end up kind of working this way. I also like that it can kind of pop out over here. We could do a bunch of farms out here and even wall this section off up here really well. It could just do really thick and just have kind of farmlands out here. We've got plenty of mining, so I just think that's going to be a good way to go. Now, we just finished the blasting charges research, which will let us make bombs to blow out areas. But just before that, we very quickly researched the carpet making, so we can put carpets down in the rooms, which I felt was important if we're going to be moving everybody inside, because I think it helps with their happiness. So Logan right now is in here constructing some of the stone floor, which is great for movement, but as it describes, it's also very nice. It's nice to look at, I think it said. The smooth stone, and beautiful to look at. So smooth stone in here. We've got metal flooring here, both which allow for 100% movement, so that's pretty cool. And we can kind of start dropping doors too as they get this filled in. That was not good. Some kind of explosion. Okay. Wow. That's all over the place. It's very spread out. I wonder if there had been some lightning strikes, multiple strikes over here I missed, or maybe there's one a while ago that spread, but that one was definitely just happened. Okay, and we are about to mentally break somebody. Let's see. It looks like it's Gil. He's got the exclamation point. So he doesn't like working in darkness. I don't really have any power out here, though. So, do I let him keep working on that? Or do I get him going on something else? Let's see. Let's actually pause time here and give Gil a break. Well, and the way we'll do that is kind of dial this down, and then we'll have him go higher priority on something else. And I like to kind of choose cleaning for that. Like, it's easy. It involves him being indoors. So that's kind of cool. So why don't you go ahead and do that? Let somebody else mine away. Looks like he's going to go clean this room, which is indeed very dirty. These guys are just tracking sand and dirt everywhere. Okay, cool. So I would say we're progressing along pretty well. Let's see, we've taken care of Gil. Let's see, we've got, yeah, this is telling us we don't have power and that we needed a research project. We've only got 2 left. Let's go ahead with the gun cooling. We're just about done. Once those are done, those last 2, there will be no more research, at least until we get an update in the game. Excuse me. So I was reading that we do have an update coming soon. I think this month, January, we might have an update coming, if I recall correctly. I could be remembering that wrong, but I'm pretty sure we do. But I saw somebody saying that they've kind of played through the game and really didn't have anything else. Ooh, that was close, Noxon. You just about lost it. But, man, we got fires going all over the place. So anyway, the developer Tynan, he actually responded to somebody who basically had said, hey, I've kind of played through everything. And he said, yeah, you may want to give it a break for a few months until we do a number of updates and get some more content. Somebody else said, oh, is it you aren't going to have content in the new update? And he said there would be, but maybe not a whole lot. So yeah, it looks like that stuff kind of took care of itself. All right, that's fine. So anyway, with the next update, we'll have some more content. That should be interesting. I've kind of looked through everything. I think at one point or another I've used everything. In my practice run, I was kind of just making everything just to check it out. So I'm pretty sure I've built everything there is to build. And we have raiders nearby. Leave it to raiders to enter. Ooh, wow. Let's pause this thing. Ooh, that is really bad. That is not good at all. So let's see. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, always interrupting me. Well, this is not a good thing. Now, I kind of feel like throwing another turret up might be a good idea. Maybe somewhere down here. Let's go ahead and get started with that. Somewhere that can be wired up. Something like here, I think. And then we just need to get somebody on it right now. And I know I was trying to give you a break, Gil, but I think what we're going to do is have you go get on that. Actually, maybe we'll have Angel get on it since he's good. Maybe he can just do this very quickly. I know I don't really need to take all those off. I guess that's fine. We'll just leave these. So, yeah, we'll do that. And where did you go, Noxon? You're all the way in here. Alright, Noxon, I'm counting on you. I'm really hoping you can get out here and get this thing built quickly. Let's go ahead and see if you'll get that. So you're coming out here. Now, let's pause again. So maybe what I should be doing is, should I build another one with somebody else? That's the question. I could probably get it done in time, having just paused the game as I did. Let's take a peek. Let's pull a turret out and see. We've got the one here. We can't wire another one until about this point. Not that helpful. I could bring it down here, but if they're in here, it's probably going to be out of range. Maybe this is the way to go. I just don't know if they're going to move into range of that one. Is that going to be a waste? I mean, I could do another one just like right next to it. Maybe here, or is that just overkill? It's 160 metal. Huh. We don't have a lot of guns. I have 2 people with guns. That would be 2 turrets and 2 people with guns against 5. And I've seen these guys. I've seen raiders just, yeah, really go crazy. So I'm not really sure about this. But, oh, look at this. We happened to pause during a lightning strike. I didn't even notice that. Very cool. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, let's see. Sorry, Sapphire. I know you were resting, but we've got to... Oh, where's your gun? Did you leave it when you got... You did. Oh, that sucks. I actually didn't even notice that. So we need you to go equip that right away. I think Gil had the other gun. Was it Gil? And where is he? Where did I lose him at? There's Angel. Where's Gil? He's sleeping. Figures. Gil, you go here. Okay, well, I think we're just going to go ahead and unpause this. I'm afraid these guys might be on the move. Let's see. They are not on the move. Well, we're going to kind of brace anyway. Sapphire's got to go grab that gun. And we're going to get this turret built. And at that point, if they haven't moved in, then maybe we'll go ahead and get back to business as usual. Or maybe we'll try and draw them in. I don't know. We will just have to wait and see, I guess.